Okay, it's Monday, February 6th, and I just wanted to highlight my trading for the day. I'm kind of done pretty much, a little over an hour into the session. I shot some videos showing how I was buying Exxon, Amazon, and Netflix puts today. I scaled out and then I exited the rest, and kind of the day's over. And this is kind of, I just wanted to point out a typical way. I like to kind of take my trades in the morning, and that's it. And in terms of the individual charts, Exxon, I kind of showed you how I had, you can go back and look specifically at why I was making the trades, context-wise and everything else, but it moved down. I saw it had about 5 bars, right in a row towards my target, even though we can still get there. I just can sense that this type of price action is enough to kind of mostly exit the trade. Now, truthfully, if it comes all the way back up for the rest of the day, it doesn't matter to me. And quite frankly, if I get a secondary trade to the downside, I might consider it. But given the fact, I had most of my gains early, I probably wouldn't. I'll just let it go and just kind of observe what happens, and that might help me more for, tomorrow and the days ahead, what's going to happen with Exxon. Amazon was a very similar thing too. I really came in strong. I put videos out over the weekend while I was biased to the downside, took it here, scaled out, and it reached its target, the blue line. If I go to the daily chart, you can see here the 2 down day had these 2 areas to hit as a first, to broaden out. That's all it needs to do now. Now, whether it continues down in this pivot machine gun down here, it's possible. But for me, I just use this whole, analysis of broadening action to generally take my base hit gains in the morning, getting in here, scaling out, and then getting out at the target. And now you can see what's consolidating. And finally, Netflix, this one really isn't in a downtrend yet. This is kind of an exhaustion risk play where I thought, it should be scaring out some longs, even if the trend's going to stay up. But anyway, it came down nicely, scaled out. I decided to exit down here. I'm kind of watching the SPY at the same time, and I kind of know that I shot a whole opening video showing how this really has to break through the pre-market lows, and it really has to get through these lines to get really negative. We could just be in a big gap here that could be reversing to the upside. So after seeing the SPY kind of not really following through strongly, and Netflix being one of the stronger stocks, just took my base hit gain there as well. And now we'll see, what happens for the rest of the day. And this might set me up for, the long side tomorrow. Well, not, I'll have to kind of look at the big picture chart. I'm still not necessarily ready to get long, but we'll see how the structure ends up today, and that will guide me more for tomorrow. Is it going to really follow through lower as I possibly, saw developing on the charts towards these lows, or is the structure not going to really set us up to go down there? But whether it does or it doesn't, I'm already out, and that's a base hit trade here. Exxon is a base hit trade in the morning, and Amazon reached its target, so I'm out. And that's kind of the way I tend to do things, and a lot of times I'll get out early, even if it continues much more, but that's fine because, I'm just taking a lot of high probability base hit trades. That's my style of trading. So anyway, just thought I'd point that out. A little over an hour into trading on all these charts, nice gains all the way around, and now I just kind of watch, and if there's some great opportunity for a secondary move on the day, I might take it, but generally I like to quit in the morning. That's typically what I'm looking for, first move of the day.